It's so nice to see you again. Today we are going to learn about pigs and how they may end up on your dinner table. Kentucky farmers raise nearly 300,000 pigs each year, and those pigs are sold to be processed into pork chops, bacon, hams, sausage, and other cuts that many of us love to eat. We will show you how some of the pork is processed at one of Kentucky's most famous sausage makers. But first, I want to check in at the Kentucky Fair and Exposition Center, where my friend Renee is showing her pig at the North American International Livestock Expo. This is the largest all-breed, purebred livestock show in the world.
We're here at the North American Livestock Expo. This pig is about 5 to 6 months old. It's a crossbred. It was born around May 10th and is about 5 to 6 months old. It weighs 280 pounds and is shown in the heavyweight division here at the show. Most other animals like dogs, there's purebreds, there's different breeds like a Beagle or Dalmatian. In hogs, there's different breeds as well, Hampshires and Yorkshires. So crossbred would be just a mixture of those breeds, just not a purebred with a pedigree.
Renee says it takes 5 to 6 months to prepare the pigs to be shown or go to market. They are fed corn and soybean to help them reach a weight between 230 and 280 pounds. They are also trained to walk around with their handlers. A whip or small pole is used to lightly tap the pigs so they know which way to turn. It is important that the judge sees the front, side, and back of the pigs so he can pick the winner.
A lot of people ask me, why do we show pigs? And probably the biggest reason, it's really fun. It's a lot like I play soccer and I play basketball in high school, and it's a lot of the same aspects. It doesn't seem like a team activity, but you've got a group of people with you all the time, and it's not just your family. I've got friends from across the state and now across the country since I've been to some of these national shows that are like a group, and we help each other all the time with these animals. We talk to each other all the time, competitively, talking about who's got the better pig, but also friendly and making sure everybody's doing good at shows. Teaches you a lot of things, teamwork, respect, a good handshake, good eye contact, just things any kid needs to know about just going into the world. I honestly think I wouldn't be the same if I wouldn't have been showing.
In addition to the fun she has showing her pigs, Renee has become an expert on what it takes to care for a pig before it goes to market. I found out that mother pigs, or sows, tend to fight with each other and may hurt their piglets, so sometimes they are put into stalls to keep everyone safe.
Pigs that are getting ready to have piglets are, on commercial operations, always put in what's called a gestation crate. These are best because they're safer for the pig and also safer for the farmer. When sows are in a gestation crate, they are in a confined place, a smaller area. When they lay down, they have a less chance of smashing the baby pigs because they can get outside from where the sow is. And also she has her own feeder to where she can eat as much as she needs specifically for that sow, and so she doesn't get sick while she has pigs that are nursing on her. It's also a lot safer for the farmer because as a farmer, if the sow gets sick at all, she's usually very angry or protective of her babies. So whenever a shot's being given, the farmer doesn't get bit or doesn't get hit by the sow because she's in a smaller area with the babies.
Finally, I wanted to know how you get the ham, bacon, and pork chops from the pig.
The different parts of the pig that most people know about are located at different places. A country ham, probably one of the most famous ones here in Kentucky, is located right here. It's all around this area. A pork chop would be in the loin section of the animal. So there'll be a pork chop on this side and a pork chop on this side of the backbone. The bacon would be right here in the stomach, in this area. If anybody likes baby back ribs, they'll be right here. Pork ribs will be right in the middle above the bacon. And a Boston shoulder and the picnic shoulder, two cuts that a lot of people use for roast, are right here on the shoulder. The Boston shoulder's right above and then the picnic's under it.
The average American eats about 48 pounds of pork each year. Renee, what is your favorite way to eat pork?
My favorite part's probably sausage. We do that with our FFA chapter with our pigs every year, and that's a cut that'll come from all parts of the body. After you get your pork chops and your ham and your Boston shoulder and your picnic shoulder out, then the remainder of it will be put into sausage. So that's probably my favorite.
Since I have no idea how sausage is made, we headed down the road to find out. We are now at one of Kentucky's most famous sausage makers, Purnell's Old Folks Sausage Company in Simpsonville, Kentucky. You may have seen their commercial on television.
Al Purnell here, the sausage man. We all like to save money, and have I got a deal for you. Start with a roll of Old Folks country sausage. Watch me easily slice and remove the wrapper. I like to cook the whole pound, or use our convenient sliced patties and have some cooked for later. Microwave the tasty Old Folks gravy and serve with eggs and biscuits. At Old Folks Country Sausage Breakfast, you can feed 4 for just under $7, because it's good.
This is Al Purnell, an owner of Purnell's Old Folks Sausage Company. Could you please tell us some of the history of your company?
Well, I'd like to tell you about Purnell's Old Folks Country Sausage. Now, Old Folks, that was my daddy, and that was his nickname. And I said, why do you want to call it Old Folks? And he said, at that time, he worked at the railroad shops in Nashville, Tennessee, for the old NC and St. L Railroad. And he said, most of the people in the shop know me as Old Folks. They don't know me as Purnell. So we'll name it Old Folks. And that was, oh gosh, 75 years ago, I guess. It was a long time ago in Tennessee. And in 1950, we moved to Louisville, Kentucky. And in 1955, we moved to Simpsonville, right here where we at, and built a new plant. And we still make good country sausage.
Could you tell us some of the products that you make?
Well, let's see, we make pork sausage any way you like. Hot, and mild, and sage, hickory smoke, and we make links, and bratwurst, and franks, and oh Lord, gravy. We even make gravy.
After we talked with Mr. Purnell, his son Todd showed us around the plant. We saw where the hogs were kept before processing. In one day, Purnell's processes about 300 hogs to make 100,000 pounds of sausage and other meats. Once the hogs enter the line, it takes less than an hour to have sausage ready to package. The meat is first cut off the bone and then ground up with spices. If the sausage is going to be made into patties, they will pack it into plastic casing, freeze it, and then cut the patties while the sausage is frozen. Then we got to see how the microwave sausage and biscuits are made. This sure is a busy place. What's going on here?
Well, you've seen them make the sausage, then they had to slice it, and we had to cook it, and now they're putting it on biscuits, and they're packaging it, and then next thing you got to do is pop it in your microwave, and you know what comes after that? You get to eat it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's my favorite part.
Mr. Purnell, thank you so much for showing us how your delicious sausage is made.
Well, you're welcome, Anna. Thank you for coming and taking time to learn a little bit about where sausage comes from. And just remember, and tell all your friends, it's good.
From Pig to Pork, remember that our Kentucky farmers and meat processors are providing quality food that we can all enjoy.